Hey guys, it's Sandro here, and welcome to part 3 and the final chapter of the detail on this Hyundai Elantra. Hopefully you guys have seen parts 1 and 2, where the car was given a good decontamination wash followed by a single stage paint correction process, as I'm going to jump straight into part 3 by getting the paint ready for a layer of protection by blowing off any dust or dirt on the surface with compressed air, which was then followed by a final quick IPA wipe down. Now, as I mentioned in parts 1 and 2, I did have limited time with this job, so my real focus here was eliminating the holograms on the paint and restoring the finish to something resembling a nice new paint job before the owner gifted this car to his mum. Although I didn't get the time to film all the other things I did, such as dressing the tyres, cleaning all the windows, giving the engine bay a quick wipe down, and just doing a basic interior clean and tidy up, I wanted to point out that these are all really important things to do, because even if the paint looks absolutely amazing, handing the car back with undressed tyres, dull trims, dirty streaks on the glass, and things like that is just going to detract from all the hard work you put into the paint. I honestly could have put another hour into correcting the paint to get it even a little better, but I stopped and decided to put that last hour into doing all these other little things that I know are going to have a much bigger impact as a whole in delivering a more completely detailed car, which is something I'd personally advise when you're faced with time restrictions, as all these little things will be noticed and largely impact the overall finished result. Now, as much as I would have liked to apply a more durable ceramic coating to the paint, I simply just didn't have the time to do it on this job. There's nothing more I hate than having to rush a ceramic coating application, because I know how long it takes me to apply correctly to a high standard, and I know what happens when I try and rush it, which is always a bad and flawed outcome. So in trying to use limited brands and products for this job, which I talked about in part 2, I used Shine Supply Signature Wax to further enhance the finish of the paint and add a good layer of protection. Out of all the Shine Supply paint protection products I've tried, Signature Wax is simply the easiest, quickest, and nicest to use, with a super forgiving application that additionally looks and feels fantastic. So for me, this was a great choice given the circumstance in that the owner was picking up the car in about an hour. I'll be honest guys, this job really came down to the wire time-wise. So I just had to lay this wax down, try and film the process, and then try and get some final finish shots to not only have the car ready for the owner, but to also have a complete video series for you guys. So I hope you can appreciate that it was a little hectic for me in those last couple of hours. But that's another reason why Signature Wax was a fantastic choice here, because it's a non-staining wax and you can apply it to the whole car at once and then come back and buff it off, which is again about as easy as any wax to work with, especially since the wipe off is so quick, easy and forgiving. But I hope that you'll also see in the finish shots that it's additionally just a beautiful looking wax that really added a nice warm glow to the paint to really set it off. So all in all guys, I had this car in the shop for 2 full days, spending a couple of hours or so in the wash and decontamination stage, another hour or 2 in the pre-correction, masking, testing and so on, about 6 hours polishing the paint, and another couple of hours doing some finishing touches and waxing the finish. So I guess if I subtract the filming process, it was probably about 12 hours, maybe a little more, of actual detailing to get the car to this finished stage. Now I know there's videos of detailers out there doing a decontamination stage in under an hour, a full 1-step correction in under 2 hours, and waxing the car in 15 minutes. But that's just not me. Even in my younger mobile detailing days, that was never me. If there was a way I could do that and still be happy or at least satisfied with the results, I would. But there's a reason why good work is never cheap, and cheap work is never good. It takes time, and there's only so much you can do to speed things up before the results start to really suffer. I'll end this video by saying that although these videos are a glimpse into my detailing world, and I try my hardest to explain and show you guys things that are hopefully helpful and valuable, also understand that they make up less than 1% of the work I do. So there's another 99% of my work that, if I did film and publish, would perhaps add greater context and a greater understanding of what, why, and how I do things as a whole. But if you think you're going to get a 24-hour live feed into the shop, think again. I'm actually quite a private person in reality, so I never thought I'd be making these videos and sharing this stuff with the world to chime in. But I've actually found a real enjoyment in sharing my experiences and knowledge with others that I honestly never expected would find this sort of following and support from you guys, so thank you. If you enjoyed this video and would like to say thanks and help support future content, you can do so by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/ccad, which I'll have a link to in the description box, and thank you everyone for the support so far. As always, I really hope you guys enjoyed and found this video useful. Please share it, like, comment and subscribe to this channel to show support for this content, and I'll see you guys soon.
Grab your jacket and your shades. We're taking leave from this bleak side.